Good. Okay, team, so today's yoga is going to reflect on balance and strength within balance. We're going to start off on the floor, and then we're going to move to a core flow, which will obviously wake up our core. That'll feel quite strong at the beginning, but don't worry, it's all purposeful, I promise you. And then we will move to warming up through the legs, deeper movements through the legs, and then a full flow, which will focus on strength of legs within balance. So there will be a little bit of balance challenge today, or quite a bit of balance challenge today. If you feel wobbly, don't worry, it's totally normal. Just reset yourself, come back. I'm sure you'll see me falling over too, so it's totally normal. Just enjoy the experience of being off center, off balance, and then as we correct ourselves and bring ourselves into balance, you feel like a different person. Let's come on to your knees, hands and knees, and starting position will be down here. And if anyone can't see me, let me know. If this sun gets too light, I'll close the blinds. Okay, so just start by pressing into the stars of your hands. Spread every finger. Press into the floor. Pull the knees back and check the knees are just below the hips. And then I want you to do some very small pelvic tilts. So just tuck under with your hip bones, creating a smaller scooped area here in the abdominals, and then do exactly the opposite. This is like a mini cat-cow. So pelvic tilt goes underneath, and as you do, push into your arms and round your upper back as well. And then do exactly the opposite. Start to lift the chin and stretch. Tuck. We're going to get a little bit bigger each time we move through this. So tuck under, and then kick back with the tailbone and lift up. So I want you to think about the upper back here as well. Pronate through the upper back, and then squeeze the shoulder blades inwards, upwards as you push the tailbone up. So tailbone under and down, tailbone upwards, chest upwards. And let's start to really take in the breath now. Exhale. Take an inhale through the nose. And if you want to continue with Ujjayi breath, exhale through the nose. Bringing yourself into detoxification through the Ujjayi breath as you close your mouth. Very, very good for our system to have the mouth closed and work through the nose. Unless you got a little bit blocked like me, often get allergies with all these flowers and plants here. So, but usually yoga fixes it, really. By the end, the blocked feeling is gone. So you should be in your full extension, pushing. You should be feeling your wrists here. And then inhaling, and we're going to do one more. Exhaling, come back. Come back to center, flatten your back. Turn your head and look towards your buttock. Doesn't matter which side. Come back to center, inhale. Exhale, turn and look towards the other buttock. Stretching one side of the body, contracting the other. Inhale, center, eyes down. Exhale, look round to the buttock. Inhale, center, squeeze your abdominals in. Exhale, look to the buttock. One more time each side. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Come back to center, take your right arm off the floor, take your left leg off the floor, and lengthen your whole spine. Pull your right shoulder blade back, point your toes strongly on the back foot, really point. On the first few, we're going to point, and the hands are sharp. Squeeze your fingers together and lengthen to wake up the arm muscles, wake up the buttocks. And then release, change sides, extend, point your back toes, slide your left shoulder blade back. Other side now, holding, breathing deeply in through the nose, out through the nose. And this is your pre-core wake up. Come back. Now let's change it. Palm down, spread your fingers, and then push the heel and flex the foot. Breathing at the top, holding it a few seconds. And then slowly down. And again, star fingers, star hand, flex the foot. Hold it there. Come back to center. Great. Back to your horse stance. Just pick up your right leg and bring your right knee towards your right elbow. And then out to turn with the foot, like a plie position. Foot turns out, kick back. Come through here, kick back. Waking up the side waist now. Come through, kick back. One more. Come through, kick back, and slowly lower, change legs. Bring the knee to the elbow, kick back, extend. Knee to elbow, kick back, extend. Two more. Turning those toes out to the side, waking up the hip in a different angle. Back to center, back to kick, and then open your knees and come into child's pose, extending your spine, sitting back. Can you see me? Yes, you can. All the way back where it feels comfortable for you. Maybe you sway a little, maybe you move into the tailbone. Just hold it here, eyes down, just breathe into the connection. And then bring yourself forward, tuck your toes. Again, keeping those hands spread, lift up and over, and come to your first down dog. And let's wake up the legs. Pedal the feet. And if you've gathered your Ujjayi breath and you're staying with it, add your Uddiyana Bandha, pulling the abdominals inwards and upwards as well. Lovely. And then come forward all the way to plank. Good. Hold your first plank. And if you'd rather have your knees down at the beginning, take your knees down. Just hold your position. And we're going to very gently at the beginning, move from plank to a small up dog. Don't drop your hips too much. Lift back to plank. And then move to a small up dog. I'm not moving my toes yet. I'm just keeping my toes tucked under. Lift and gather your abdominals in. Good. Take that inhale as you would normally in an up dog. Take your exhale back to plank. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, hold, pull your shoulder blades back. And then pull right back to plank. Start to get a little bit deeper. You could be doing this on your knees. Exactly the same. Start to lift your chest more, and you could come back up to the toes for your plank. Knees could drop, level 1. Start to wake up the back. And if you're ready to change, point your toes, level 2 people, lift up. Feeling your arms, your wrists now, back to plank, tuck your toes. One more time, point your toes, up dog. And then exhale to plank, tuck your toes, up and over, and bring yourself to down dog. Maybe you want to move the wrists a little bit, give them a few circles as they're waking up. Lovely. Push through. From here, drop your knees to the floor. Take an exhale. Take an inhale, extend. Take an exhale and drop and crunch your abdominals. Take an inhale and extend. 2 more. Exhale, drop. Inhale, extend. 1 more. Exhale, drop. Inhale, extend. Come put your knees all the way down and lift up your arms to a very modified back bend. Eye gaze up, hold here. Don't push too much, don't lean back too much yet. Squeeze your buttocks a little bit and lift up and out of your abdominals as the chest opens and expands more than anything else in the body. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Bring your hands back down to child's pose. Open your knees. Sit deep in your child's. And then tuck your toes in child's pose and see if you can lift your knees off the floor into panther pose. So my knees are off the floor, my toes are tucked in and my knees are spreading out to the side. Spread your arms as far away as you can and move from panther to plank. We did this in Pilates the other day. Go back to panther and push to plank. And if panther's too hard, sit back, drop your knees to child's pose each time. 2 more times. And stay in plank this time. Hold your plank. Drop your knees, everybody. Chaturanga down. Let's exhale. Now, no up dog. Push back up. Woo! Chaturanga down. Don't worry, I'm going to let you rest your arms and your wrists soon. Bash back up. 2 more. If you're happy and ready to do this on your toes, then do so. 1 more. Wonderful. Sit all the way back. Open your knees. Bring your hands behind you. Turn your head and go into your child's pose. And stay there. Let me just draw this blind so you can continue to see me. Check if we got anybody else. I'm going to turn some music up a little bit now. Let's go through that floor. A little bit more. From here, tuck your toes, push up to down dog. Take your weight all the way back into your heels. Now we're nice and warm now, so let's do this a little bit more energetically. From down dog, come forward to plank. Hold your plank for 2 breaths. Inhale, exhale.
It's not a sin.
Inhale.
It's not a stone before the calm.
Exhale.
This is the deep and down.
Inhale through. Point the toes if you cannot. Drop your knees and lift up to up dog. Exhale to plank back over the top. 1 more time. Inhale to up dog.
Nobody's gonna come to save.
Exhale to plank. And then lift your bottom all the way up and over to down dog. Drop your knees. Knees down. Knees back. 1 more time. Exhale, drop. Inhale, back up. Drop the knees all the way down. Up, over, expand. Stay here for 2 breaths. Maybe you go a little bit further this time. Maybe you would rather have your hands here supporting your back. You find your back needs that support. Last breath. Bring yourself into child's pose, open your knees, tuck your toes and push to panther. Hover in panther, 2 breaths. Using your arms as your support, guys. Really using those arms. 1 more breath. Good. Come from panther to plank 2 times. Forward we go. Push back. Forward we go. 1 more. Push back. Stay in plank. Chaturanga, knees or toes. Let's go down on an exhale. Push up to plank on an inhale. No up dog. Down on an exhale. Hold those abdominals in. Push up. And then all the way back to down dog. Drop your knees. Bring your hands behind you, turn your head. Relax your wrists, move your wrists.
Go cry about it, why don't you?
1 more time. Start it down dog.
Go cry about it.
Move from down dog to plank. Hold your plank, 2 breaths. Breathe in.
Slow dancing.
Breathe out. Feel so strong in your arms and your core. Breathe in. breathe out. Good. Drop, point your feet, up dog. So we're doing things a little bit differently to your normal vinyasa flow. We're taking these sections and we put them in different ways. Back up. Lift all the way up to down dog. Take 2 knee drops. Good. Really drop your knees. Push out to down dog. Drop the knees. Push out to down dog. This time drop the knees and then lift your body up and over to a back bend. Lengthening your front body. Remember, back bend not being so much about the back, but being all about the opening of the front. The expansion of your heart and your throat. Release slowly, bring your hands back in front. Open your knees out. Tuck your toes for panther and lift your knees off the floor. This lovely underarm stretch. One more breath here. Move from panther to plank. Push forwards, feeling the wrists. Sit back. If you need to drop your knees, always that option. Next one stays in plank. We're nearly there. 2 chaturangas. Down you go. Knees or toes. Use your knees, guys. There's the option. Relax the feet there. One more. Exhale down. Inhale up. Let's go straight to child's pose. Sit back. Arms behind you. Turn your head and stay. So we've woken up the core. Our body is ready to balance. So we've woken up everything that's going to help our stability and our balance. Bring yourself up into down dog and tiptoe your way all the way into as far as you can. Feet together. Come lengthen to Ardha Uttanasana. Soften your knees now. Exhale, fall and bend to Uttanasana. Lengthen, inhale. Starting to wake up the hamstrings and the legs. Be very gentle with yourself. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Stand up all the way to the top. Stretch and hold in here for extended mountain. Now pull the shoulder blades down the back. Stay right here. Looking up, driving the abdominals inwards and upwards. Tucking the tail slightly. Be so strong in your mountain. And then open your arms wide. Link your hands behind you. Stretch the shoulders. And stay here for 2 breaths. Slowly release your hands. Separate your feet. So we're going to start this whole section with the feet hip width apart. So separate your feet into hip width apart. Lovely. And I want you to come straight into a squat. Just turn this down a little bit. So you can hear me. Come straight down into squat and just place your hands lightly on your thighs. So we're here. The back is straight, the chest is lifted. All of you know how to squat. And then I like to take my hands into Namaste here because we're going to move side to side. So we're going to lean over to the right, pick up the left foot onto the tiptoes. Good. Through the center, pick up. Let's take an inhale. Let's take an exhale. Next, take an inhale and an exhale. Keep going. Inhale. And exhale. See if you can start to come a little bit lower. So waking up the glutes and into the back of the legs and the hamstrings. One more each side. Leaning onto the right. Back to the center. Leaning onto the left. back to the center, and now take your whole body weight onto the right leg and point the left leg in front. Good. Hold it here and breathe. You should be in a mini squat. You're in a one-legged squat with your leg in front of you. One more breath. Switch sides. Take it to a one-legged squat. Now think about the feeling of imbalance. Maybe your hip is pushing out to the side. Maybe you can correct that. Maybe you're feeling your abdominals relaxed and you want to connect here, or your chest lift. One more time each side, 2 breaths. Point the toes, go deeper this time. Breathe in, breathe out. You will most probably feel your back muscles here. Breathe in. They are stabilizing, which is why we've warmed them up. Yeah, we needed them to be ready. Change sides. Inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale. This particular floor will do everything on both sides. Come step, and now I want you to stand up, grab underneath your left leg and pick it up. So lift all the way up. So I'm holding my left leg, or I'm mirror imaging you, it's actually my right, but I'm holding everyone holding their left leg. Breathe and start to lift your knee up as close to your chest as you can. Hello.
Hi.
Hiya, hi Chica. We've done a little bit of a core warm up, so maybe you want to do a few planks and then come and join us. And we're just on the first floor. Lifted, flexed. I've got a really dynamic flexed foot here, and I'm trying to keep my back nice and straight and start to challenge my balance. One more each side. Pick up, 2 breaths each time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more side. Pick up the other leg. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Drop your feet hip width apart. Take your arms up. Take an inhale. Take an exhale and sweep to Utkatasana. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sweep down. Now being a little bit more dynamic. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sweep and push back into the heels. One more. Next time we come up, we're going to lift onto the toes. So lift up your heels, challenge your balance. Remember, that's what this class is about. Sweep back. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Stay here. Lean onto the right leg and take the left leg behind you. Sweep the arms out to the front. So it looks like this. I'm going to turn my toes to the side. Do you remember how we did this in the early warm-up? Turn your toes to the side and then squeeze and lift, drop and lower. Squeeze and lift, exhale, drop and lower, inhale. So I'm working into the buttock. My toes are turned out to the side and my front leg is slightly bent. One more. And we're going to switch sides. So bring that down, control, take the leg behind, turn the toes out, squeeze and lower, squeeze. And if it's too much with your hands in front, put your hands here, squeeze and lift. One more, one more. Good, bring that leg through, stand up, grab your foot and see how high you can lift into your tree pose. Maybe your tree pose is below your knee. That's perfect. Maybe you're used to doing tree pose and you can lift a little bit higher. Stay and breathe. Let's start to calm before we complete this sequence again. One more breath. Before you change legs, lift the heel and go on point, and then lower the leg. Change sides. Wherever your foot goes, I want you to think about, as we do a lot in yoga, the two opposing energies. So the energy goes from the thigh to the foot, and the energy goes from the foot to the thigh. And by pressing those against each other, you can stabilize yourself. You can find more power and more grounding in the bottom leg and more length in the spine. One more breath. Slowly go point. Release. You're at the top of your mat with your feet together. Sit down into your squat. Lean over onto the right side and pick up the left heel. This time, try and pick the foot off the floor. Change sides. Lean in. Pick the foot off the floor. Staying low in the legs. Woo, she says. Back to the center. Pick the foot off the floor. Chest is lifted. Always lifted. Back is nice and straight. Good. Give me two more. And then one more. Lean over onto the right side. Take the left foot in front and hold a one-legged squat. Go deeper than you were before. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Switch sides. Onto the left leg, point the right. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then we release it all. Stand on the right, pick up the left, and hitch it up. Now you may be able to get your leg further this time. Knee coming up, shoulders back. So I'm really pulling my shoulders back, lifting and drawing upwards with my chest. One more breath. And switch. So some of these movements we are holding still to challenge the balance. Some of these movements we are going through dynamically to challenge the balance in a different way. We need to be able to do both with our bodies. So we can balance in movement, yeah, and then balance without. Bring your feet hip width apart, lift your arms, heels down, sweep back. Exhale, inhale, stretch, and then exhale. Now if you can add a mini back bend here and extend, and then stretch back if you feel comfortable. Because when you now go on your toes, it's harder to do the back bend. So lift on your toes. Woo! You probably won't get much of a back bend there. Exhale. But if you do, well done. Inhale. If you even get up there. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Stay here. Sweep the arms in front of you. Lean onto the right leg. Take the left leg behind you. Flex your foot. Flex your foot. Arabesque lift. Turn your toes out to the side and drop. So my toes are facing the left. My front leg is bent in a mini squat here. Again, options to lose those arms. Put them back on your thigh. One more. If this is too much. Lovely. Sweep change. Everything done with balance and control, because that's what this class is all about. Great. Squeeze in. Squeeze and exhale. Inhale, drop. Exhale. And guys, we're going to go straight into the third round. Bring your feet hip width apart. Come into Namaste. This time, lift your leg up. Lift it higher as we change dynamics each round. Change sides. Lift up. Staying low. It's amazing for your body to challenge your balance. All these nerve endings waking up. Yeah. Switch. Change and lift. And then next time, point the foot out in front. This time, lift it as high as you can and drop low. 2 breaths. If you still need the floor, that's great. Use the floor. If you can lift it a little or higher. Oh, buttocks. I said this week has been a real leg week, hasn't it? Out in front, those of you who've done the classes this week. It's been a real leg week. Lift up. Squeeze the tummy in. There, one more. And then switch, pick up your left knee and rise. Getting a stretch now whilst we're in balance. So we're mixing the flow between dynamic balance, still balance, stretching, and strength. Switch, pick up, lift, draw upwards, 2 breaths. And then feet down, arms up, stretch, inhale, exhale, sweep, lower your squat, lower your Utkatasana, sink in, lift your arms behind you more. Maybe you can back bend more. Exhale, as the body limbers. Then add up on the toes, 4 times, lift on your toes. Inhale, exhale, sweep. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sweep. Stay down. Lean onto the right leg. Extend your arms. Take the left leg back. Open your toes. Squeeze and lift 4 times. Exhale, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Drawing the hip bones to face the floor. Trying not to take the right hip out too far. Last one. Switch gently with control. Take the left leg behind, right leg behind you. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, one more. And come through the gap. Switch legs. Tree pose. Did I forget tree pose on the last round, or did I remember? I might have forgotten it. Hold it here. See if we can extend it. Shoulders down. Tree pose is a classic, isn't it? It's so lovely. I had the children doing it yesterday. Partner double tree. Switch. Lift. And again, 2 opposing energies. Drawing their forces inwards makes such a difference with the power of your standing leg. You really feel also that when you push your foot in, your hip opens more on this lifted leg. Great. Triangle on point. Woo! Hard to do that. Release. Give your legs a shake. If you need a quick sip of water, grab one now. We're going to go to the next floor. And this floor is a little bit more dynamic. A little bit more going on, but your body's ready for it now. I'm ordering my whiteboard today for definite. I'm so needing it. Okay, guys. When you're ready, stand at the top of your mat. We're continuing this theme of having the feet hip width apart, just enabling us to move through different postures. So hip width apart. And then come to chair pose, our traditional beautiful chair pose. So what's this all about? It's not about how much depth you can get if your back starts to curve like that there. It's about being able to have this beautiful straight back with the tailbone pushing downwards towards the floor rather than sticking out. So if by going too deep your back curves, then either way, lordotically or the other way, then you can stay a little bit higher. Just stay there and breathe into it. So if you feel like you can go lower, shoulders as well, arms are optional. You can always put your hands here. From here, similar to what we just did, but now a little bit harder, lean onto the right leg, pick this leg up and stay low. Now I'm going to put my chest and lie it onto my thigh. Balance and strength. It does what it says on the tin. We're breathing 2 breaths. We're nearly there. Switch. Lift up. hold. Squeeze it in so you can feel the contraction into the abdominals. So that was your practice round. Let's just go back to the right leg. Pick up the left. Hold it there and deepen into it. Now lift that leg up just as you did before, but don't stop here. Take the arm out, the right arm out in front, the left hand behind. Find your ankle or your foot. Go inside if possible and lengthen out through dancers. If this is too challenging for you, stay much higher. Find how much you can lengthen that back leg. Let's stay and breathe. Eye gaze to the middle finger of the front hand. Bring this leg back through. Hold now in front of the knee. Drop down and listen. Push the elbows forward to contract and stretch the back. Stand up and pull the knee up and in. Pull your elbows in. Drop down, contract and push the elbows forward. Pull up. Maybe you're feeling your standing foot screaming at you. Push down. It's going to happen. Come back up. Oh, some people may need to give it a shake. That's okay. One more. Lift up. And pull it in and then sweep it back to aeroplane. Woo! Soften your standing leg. Open your arms. Check your hip bone is falling down. We're going to get some relief in a second. Flex the back foot. Flex it. Push it away. Lovely. Now listen, lift your arms. Let your back leg land to warrior one. Virabhadrasana, yeah? Back foot is turned out. Front knee is bent. The weight is now on both legs. Stay here and breathe. Into your warrior one. The hip bones are gently moving towards the front of the mat. And we're squeezing and tucking under. Now we're going to move between the two. Aeroplane to warrior one to aeroplane to warrior one. So you ready? Let's go. Open up. Extend. I'm going to keep my back foot turned out like we just did in the floor before with the arabesque. Keep the back foot turned out and then it's ready to land in warrior one. Two more. Yes. One more. Land, turn to warrior two, wiggle your foot slightly until you become in line with the insole of your back foot. Tuck your hips underneath, you can see my spine. Open your arms and deepen into warrior two, Virabhadrasana B. And then straighten your legs, and if you need to hop in a little bit, for triangle we reach and we lengthen. Look up, tuck the tail, open the heart, expand your body. One more breath. Lean back. Extend, reverse your triangle. So the legs are straight. There's a softness at the knees, but the legs are straight and we're up and out of the front body. Beautifully out of the front body. I want you to windmill your hands now, but don't go anywhere. Windmill the hands, walk the back foot in, step your hands in front of your foot. Now, some of you might find this a little bit challenging to get down here, so bend your knee a lot. Let's try little mini kicks towards handstand. So just lean, kick, drop. That's all I would like you to do. Try and lift the leg, drop the leg. Lift and drop. And if you can stay, you're used to handstands, then you stay. If not, you're just trying to work on the shoulders coming above the wrists. And last one. And then Back to vinyasa, however you wish to do that. Maybe it wasn't like that, maybe it was just a step back. And all the way down to chaturanga. Drop your knees if you need to, or lift up high onto your toes for Urdhva Mukha. Up and over to down dog. And then tiptoe your way in towards your Uttanasana. Bend your knees. Stay here. Let the back stretch and release. Bend your knees lots, tuck your chin. Feel this calm right here. And from here, we're back to the beginning. Chair pose and hold. Second round, other side of the body. Sink into your chair pose. Again, remember what I said, just as a light tuck of the tail, driving downwards. If you're used to chair and you can go deeper and lift, please do that. Also be aware of your shoulders. Relax your shoulders down the body. Those of you with tight shoulders, open your arms more. Feel the expansion here. And then we're going to lean onto the left leg and pick up underneath and drop your chest down in a low one-legged squat and a contraction right here. So the body is down. We're staying there here, we're holding it. And then lift up, bring the knee upwards. Shoot it behind, grab the ankle or grab the foot to the inside of the sole. Reach forward with the left hand. Extend your body and hold. Fix your drishti. Find your focus, bring yourself into this beautiful, calm place, even when you're in these poses which are challenging. And then bring this leg forward. Hold at the front of the knee this time, in front of the knee, and dip down. Push the elbows forward, contract. Stand up, inhale. Exhale, push forward, contract. Stand up, inhale. This is the one that hurts this bottom leg. This is where you feel the calf muscle, the ankles. It's such a strong balance to move dynamically through these postures. Last one. Woo, feel the calf. Pick up, shoot to aeroplane. You've got 4 more breaths before relief. Breathe in. Breathe out. Have a little check of your hip bones. Maybe this right hip is twisted a little. Maybe you could drop it in. 2. Can you flex the back foot more? Eyes down, neck long. 3. And 4. And here goes warrior 1 for some relief. Not really relief, but a little bit of relief on that front leg, because now you've got the back leg to help you. Can you tuck your tail a little bit more? Especially if you're like me and you tend to have a bottom that sticks out. Tuck it under a little bit more, sink into the front leg and drive the rib cage inwards rather than outwards. A lot of people back bend here, but it's a straight line, closed posture. Yeah. Moving to airplane to warrior 1. Here we go. Lift up and drop down deep. Remember to keep the foot turned out to the side in your warrior 3 and then back to warrior 1. Aeroplane warrior 3. Back to warrior 1. One more. Back here, deepen it. Wiggle your foot a little bit maybe and turn your body to face side. Fingertips lengthen out. We're going to check for this lovely right angle here. Mine wasn't quite a right angle there, was it? Could I come down more? Yes is the answer. 2. 3. 4. I'm going to lengthen my legs, pop the back leg in a little bit, reach, tip to a lovely triangle, and hold. Softening my shoulders. I don't feel the need to force myself to go all the way down to here. If I'm feeling stiff, I'll stay higher. You could be up here if the body is in this lovely straight line. Inhale, keep the legs strong. Take a back bend, take a front opener. Sliding the back hand down. And then we windmill to stop to prepare the split handstand. Hands in front, bend the front leg, little kick and drop. So if you're not used to doing handstands, just take it a tiny bit. Here's a tip. The closer you can have your front foot to your hands, the less you have to kick and the less likely you are to fall over. So the closer you go, the more weight is on the hands, the straighter the arms, and then the kick becomes more of a movement of the shoulders and a lift. And that's how you get the balance point, the floating point, which is, you'll get it, hang on. Not that one either. About there. There. So my shoulders are above my wrists and I've got that floating point at the top. Let's make our way to vinyasa. Step, walk, jump, back, and then up dog, over to down dog, wiggled walk, moving. It's like a mini handstand in itself. Feet together, fold forwards. If you want to hold behind your calves and bring your elbows in this time and get a little bit more stretch, that's great. Lift the tailbone, tilt the tailbone upwards. Stay with calm. Stay there. Time flies. Time flies. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, rise. Exhale. So listen, we're going to take this to a quicker flow. One more each side, but much quicker. So come with me, you can do this. I know you're doing great. Bring your feet to hip width apart. Come into chair pose and hold. Stay in your chair for 2 breaths only. So we were 4 breaths before, go a little bit deeper. Lean onto the right leg. Pick up the left leg, drop your chest. Hold here, hold underneath the leg. 1. 2. Lift this knee all the way up. Shoot it through. Grab the inside of the foot if you can. If not, you can always turn to the outside of the foot or the ankle. 1. Try and go higher, extend more, lean into it more. And 2, bring the knee forward, go outside of the knee, bring the elbows forward, contract the squat. Inhale, lift, elbows tight, shoulders back. Exhale, contract. Good, inhale, lift, and then aeroplane pose, shoot back. Hold your aeroplane 2 breaths. 1. And 2. Bend the front leg, land softly, warrior 1. If you want to take a little bit more of a back bend, please do. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out, aeroplane to warrior 1. Step forward, bending that front leg, lift. Shoot back, only 2 times this time. Lift. Shoot back. Warrior 2. Good. Turn and look to the middle finger of your right hand. 1 more breath. Lean back. Sorry, don't lean back. Sorry, my fault. Step in. Triangle. Forward triangle first. Uttita Trikonasana. And then lift to reverse triangle. Keeping those legs straight. Use the muscles of the front thighs to draw you upwards. Open up, lengthen down the obliques, rib cage. And then to handstand, practice, split handstand, little lifts. Try and get that floating feeling. Don't worry about being able to hold it, just the feeling is great. And then back to vinyasa, however you do that. Up dog, pushing strongly in the arms. Exhale, down dog. Tiptoes in. Feet together. Hang. Separate your feet. Chair pose. Last time, team. Last time, my yogis. Breathe into it. Look up if you can. Feel that tail tuck in. One more breath. Lean onto the left. Underneath the leg. Pick up the right. And hover down. Just stay here. Breathe 2 breaths. See if you can go deeper than you were before. And then lift. Knee up. Dancer's pose. Sweep to dancer. Using the sole for his cheating, Natalie. Hold it there. Last breath. Bring this knee through. Hold at the front of the knee. Bend the elbows, push them forwards as you contract. And then lift up, pull the elbows back, draw the knee into the chest. One more. Just amazing movements for your spine. Spinal mobility is so important. Warrior 3 with aeroplane. Turning the toes out slightly. Preparing them for your warrior 1. One more breath here. And then find your warrior 1. 'Cause you're ready. Moving between the 2. Lift up. And fall back to warrior 1. One more time. Lift up. Woo-hoo. Legs are getting tired now, yeah? Back to here. Wiggle to warrior 2. Hold me a lovely warrior 2. Things just popped on my screen. I'm just going to close it. Hold me a lovely. Oh, nice. Sash, yeah, lovely. Give me triangle. Straighten. Lean. Tip. So because my body is more flexible now, and I know that I'm keeping this straight line, I can grab my toe. But at the beginning, I will be more like here. So the side body warmed up. Reverse it. Slide down. Maybe I get a bit more of a back bend now for this last time. And then windmill. 2 handstand practice. Too strong now. Ready to vinyasa? And we go. Step back, forward, drop down, up dog, down dog, and walk in, walk in, walk in, walk in, sink, fold, wrap your hands, pull your elbows in. Take Adho Uttanasana, lengthen out. Fold again. Reverse 1. And close. And I'm going to bring you back to tree pose. I want you to pick up the right leg. And I'm going to bring you back to a place of calm, imbalance. Your body has awakened all of its nerve endings by choosing balance and strength together. And now you may feel that you can stay calm in this position. So much more calm than before. Maybe the heart rate's still a little bit high. Start to breathe deeper. Maybe let go of your ujjayi breath. Come back to belly breathing. Feel the softness in the shoulders. Slowly, slowly, with control, change legs. Maybe you feel so safe in this posture that you can try closing your eyes. Now keep your eyes open. Focus on the softness in the shoulders and the neck. Eyes down so you're relaxing your eyelids. Release. Slowly make your way down onto your back, however that's nice for you. We're going to come to Happy Baby. And there's lots of options with Happy Baby. Maybe it's best for you to reach for your ankles and pull down where the knees open outside of the rib cage. Flex the feet. If it's accessible, maybe your fingers crawl up to the inside of the feet. How do you know whether this is right for you? You should be able to keep your lower back on the floor. So if the lower back is lifting, it means that maybe it would be better for you to hold the ankles and pull down, because that would help you to get your lower back into the mat. But if you can hold the inside or the outside and press the lower back into the floor, that helps. And remember, I was talking in tree pose about two energies. So if you push your back into the floor, bring your fingers down towards your feet, so you're pulling down, but at the same time you push your feet up. So there's two resisting energies, one pull, one push, then the lower back actually finds a nice spot on the floor, on the mat. It helps to lengthen out the base of your spine, which is so critical for our health. Let's take this to a lovely moving Happy Baby. Or in our River Bear children's yoga, this is Happy Bear, of course. Two more, massaging your spine. Bring your knees in towards you, open your arms, and let's take a little lower back stretch. Take this as your Shavasana. Remembering in this yoga class, if ever you want to leave and go and take your own Shavasana, just leave the meeting, go off and take your own. So I'm going to give you that choice. I'll not always put Shavasana in here, but you can go and take your time to do that on your own. Don't feel like you have to say goodbye or anything, just sneak off. Other side with your legs. Back to the center. Just press down with the shins. And then gently either come up forward facing or turn back to the side and come up. I like to do a little rock up, bringing me up. And bring. Bring yourself to cross-legged. Sit up tall, pull the shoulders back. Take a mudra if you have one. First or second finger. Close your eyes. Concentrate on your tummy breathing, your belly breathing. As your belly expands like a balloon as you breathe in. And then falls smaller and smaller as you breathe out. Deepen your breath. Two more really big breaths. Bring your hands together at your chest. Let's finish class today with an arm. Just one really, really focused arm, however high or however low you wish. I always say that in my classes, if you want to do an opera arm, do an opera arm. If you want to do a lower version like me, please do that. It should sound how you feel it should be right for your body. So take a really deep breath in. Mind, body, soul. Open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you all for joining my strength balance class. Hope you enjoyed.
Thank you very much, my darling. It was lovely, really lovely.
How are your legs?
I have